Politicians and celebrities make deals behind closed doors, promises broken, and their income soars. Hidden agendas run the grand parade, in the circus choose a masquerade. Believe me, I wouldn't lie. I've been given money, power, and fame to keep you in line.
Welcome. Today we're going to be talking about foundations that are safe to use for your hormones, to avoid getting acne, to avoid a whole bunch of endocrine disruptors, to avoid, anything that clogs your pores that can cause fungal acne, fragrances that can be a problem, like on and on and on. Like, I am trying to give you the top 4 safest in all ways, safest foundation options. Some of them are going to be like more medium coverage or whatever, or maybe like lighter coverage. But the point is, these are going to be your safest bets. So if you have any sort of skincare condition, these are going to be safe for you. If you have hormone problems or you want to avoid having hormone problems, if you have fungal problems, a lot of people think they have acne, but really it's just like fungal acne from the products they're using, or maybe they live in a home with mold or something like that. But like, there's many reasons why you can have these type of issues. And this one's probably just directed at the girls, because I don't think a lot of guys are interested in this, unless you're interested in maybe like wearing a tinted something with your sunscreen, because sunscreens can make you look like very white or whatever. This can kind of bring back some color to your face. And I know a lot of guys are doing that now. And back in the day, there was the whole metrosexual trend. And now it's like more normalized for people to like put stuff on, especially if you work outside all day. You want to protect yourself from the sun or the pollution or whatever's out there. So let's get into it. First of all, I am using AI to help me research. And one thing you have to remember is when you're using AI, it's going to pull what the ingredients were at some point. It might not be what the ingredients are in the products now. A big trick that companies like to use is they like to start off with very clean, beautiful, wonderful ingredients, put those ingredients boldface out there all over the internet. So the AI and everybody will pick that up, write articles about how clean and wonderful and blah, 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 blah the products are. And the next thing you know, they switch up all those ingredients and put everything you tried to avoid in those products. So if you go like, this is my go-to, it's always been safe, I would keep checking. Also, you're going to find in many of the descriptions for these products that they're going to say that ingredients may be different. So you are looking at the ingredients online, and what you get in the mail is going to be different ingredients. So they're trying to make this incredibly horrible for you to find something. And I don't know why. Look, why are they putting this stuff in the makeup? I think it's like, you can call it a conspiracy, you can call it whatever. I believe in conspiracies over here. So like, that's my brand. I think they're doing it on purpose. I think they enjoy having people with hormone problems because it makes them money in like other industries. I believe that. I really believe, like, if they can give you a foundation and say, oh, look, this is like a tinted sunscreen, whatever, so you don't have the white cast, you don't look like you're like dead or super pale. It's like, oh, it's a tinted sunscreen. And you put that on so you can be safe from the sun, whatever. Then it causes you to get acne, usually fungal acne. That's a lot of them tend to have, because they're natural ingredients. Like coconut oil is a huge one. Everybody thinks it's so safe, but it causes fungal acne. There's a lot of different ingredients like that. So that's not just the main culprit. Also, they'll put a lot of petroleum-based products in there, which can cause other problems. So they are doing this very much on purpose. And what usually will happen is there'll be a small indie brand. They will come out being all pure ingredients. Everything is safe. Everything is natural, blah, 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 blah. And then they get bought up by one of the big mega corporations. And then the formulas immediately will get changed. So you can't go, this is my go-to. Those days are over. They do not want you to have a go-to. Then I started researching into the Korean skincare, the ones that we can get here. Now, if there's other websites that I don't know, I started looking at Yes Beauty and started researching from Amazon and like trying to find original websites that have it from there. And I found a bunch. And while Korean beauty tends to be very much, they do not ruin the, what's it called? I think it's called like the acid mantle of your face. So like they're not ruining the skin barrier, which all of our products here do pretty much. It's really hard to find something that doesn't ruin the pH in your skin barrier, right? So they're really good about that, but they still add some of the junk in there. So I really couldn't find that many decent products. There's always like something very wrong. Like this will cause fungal acne. This has too much perfume, so that's going to cause endocrine disruptors. There's just always a problem. So I have yet to find anything from there that's tinted that we can use, because I do like zinc oxide based sunscreens. And I did find a bunch that were completely safe, and you could use it without having risk of anything like that. But it's going to make you look like you're a ghost, like really sickly. Maybe that's the look you want. Maybe it's not. But if you don't want that look, you want to add a little bit of color back, you need to put a little bit of like a tinted moisturizer on it so you don't look completely dead. So we need some color. So anyways, these are the 4 that I found with the priority of causing like no acne. That's the priority. Like the top priority is that they're not supposed to have endocrine disruptors. They're not supposed to have anything that causes fungal acne. They're not supposed to have anything that's irritating, right? So it's not just like what's the most non-toxic, because you have to be very, very specific. With AI, I found out you have to be incredibly specific. It doesn't just know what non-toxic means to you. So you have to describe it in detail. So anyways, let's see. The main thing you want to look out for is coconut-based products, because a lot of natural, safe, non-toxic brands will use coconut because it's a cheap ingredient. And people think, oh, it's natural. It sounds natural, but it does cause a lot of acne in people and irritation. Now, that's not going to ruin your hormones, right? So I want you to keep that in mind. A lot of these brands, whatever, that are on the market, they might be endocrine disruptor free. So they might not ruin your hormones. They might not cause cancer. They might not have anything that can be irritating in it. But because they're trying to be natural, they'll sacrifice on the acne stuff. They'll sacrifice on, what can cause fungus and stuff like that. So you have to be aware of that. Also, parabens. We try to like avoid parabens and things like that. So the top one that I found right now, and I've used this before, there's a new formula. I have checked the new formulas as of, what is this, like March 6th, right? As of today, I have checked the formulas. Remember, they will change the formulas. Do not count this if you're like 6 months from now. But as of right now, this is my number 1 that meets all my criteria. It is the lowest comedogenic rate. So it's about a 0 to 1 on the comedogenic scale. So like 1 is like it will not clog your pores. For most people, like 90% of people, unless you're hypersensitive. So like that's pretty good. Let's see. It's fungal acne safe. It meets all the other non-toxic, non-irritating things. So its score is about a 0 to a 1, which is like, that's the lowest. All right. And that one is going to be au naturel, 0 gravity. Let me show that. Okay. Okay. So this is the safest one, with the top criteria being does not break you out. So there is no perfect formula. I can't find anything that's perfect. So this is pretty much it. I have used their old formula. It came in like a stick. It used to look like, it even shows it like right here. It used to be in this little thing. Now it's in this pot, which I hate those, but whatever. So this one, it's a little dry to me, so you might need a lot of moisturizer first. Let that dry. I don't know how the new formula is. I ordered some samples. You can get samples. You can find a color. Pretty sure you can. Yeah, you can get like a sample bundle so you can find your exact color. I did not like this before. It was hard to work with, but safety-wise, this is the best. I'm going to try it. Okay. And I know you're like, why am I going to like the best first? Shouldn't I like go slow? You'll see. So then Number 2 is Araza, and this is the all-in-one coconut cream foundation. Again, coconut, right? We do not like coconut. Coconut can cause fungal acne, but this one has absolutely zero things that are like toxic or irritating for your hormones. So if you're number one, if you do not break out at all, right? Like your skin is like pretty good with that. This is going to be your best bet for like safe, non-toxic. So let me show you guys that one. Okay, so this one, again, it comes in a pot. I do not like that, blah, blah, blah. It is, what's the size? For the full size, it is 48 bucks. It's expensive. I'm not a fan, but it is what it is. It's a very light coverage. So this is just enough to get rid of that tint from using like a zinc oxide based sunscreen so you don't look like you're dead, which I like. So it does kind of settle in. This is one I'm using like right now. It does kind of settle into your fine lines if you don't use a lot of moisturizers and stuff like that first. You have to pat it after like everything settles. Sometimes it can go into your line. So it's not like this perfect, flawless formula. Like all the toxic stuff, you know, you're going to look beautiful. You're just going to look perfect. But the non-toxic stuff, we're going to have a problem. But anyways, if you do not break out, this is going to be the one you want to have because it's like totally safe. Now, the next one we have, I don't know how to say this, Inica Organic BB Cream. This has a moderate risk from avocado oil. So that's like a 2 to 3 on like the comedogenic scale. So like it's a little bit likely to break out some people. So think of it like that. But it meets all criteria except for fungal acne because it has shea butter. Shea butter can trigger fungal acne, also the avocado oil. But other than that, this is probably like easier to work with foundation. So that's this one over here. It is 52 bucks. It's expensive. It has better branding, better packaging. I like the container that it comes in. So this is like really good. Yeah, so I would consider this like if I cared more about performance and I did not break out. Like if I don't break out from anything and I'm just worried about like avoiding endocrine disruptors, blah, 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 and I don't break out and I want to have like a nice flawless coverage, I would go with this brand, even though it's like a little more expensive. All right. And then the last one that I would recommend is called Zuzu Luxe Oil-Free Liquid Foundation. It does have avocado oil and shea butter, similar to the last one. But, you know, other than fungal acne, it should be safe. So it's pretty much the same. I would say it's a similar formula to this one. So that is this one, and it is $35 instead. This is 1 ounce for $35, and the other one is, I can't see how much is in it. It does not say. Yeah, it doesn't say. But anyways, so it's a similar one, and assuming they're both the same size or pretty much the same size, this one is more affordable. So I would get this one if you're choosing between the two just because of the price difference. So if you do not have acne, the last two, they're probably going to give you better coverage, right? If you really want to be careful with the coconut oil, then I would avoid this one because you just don't know, right? Because they don't specifically tell you what type of coconut oil. They say that it doesn't clog pores, but you can't trust brands. It is what it is. And the safest is going to be this one, Au Natural, but I hate working with it. I'm going to try the new formula out and like I'll report back if it's better, but I never liked using this formula. But anyways, that is all for today. Just a short and sweet one. So you can see the top 4 safest ones. And if there's any brands that you want me to look at the ingredients, please put them in the description, not in the description, sorry, in the comments below, and I will look into them and I will update this regularly as I see stuff because I'm always looking for like the least toxic stuff in different categories. And that's all for today. I hope some ladies found the channel today because of this topic, because it would be nice to have some more chicks subscribe. So everyone, like, subscribe, share. Any women you know that could find this, if they wear makeup, if they wear sunscreen, they might need to know this information. So please share it, like, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Thanks for hanging out. Bye.
Start the revolution, let the truth begin. Wake up, defeated lies. Control the media's got you hypnotized. Trust authority, they'll take your soul. Break the chains, find your own control.